All right, we are back with Pro Wrestling Eve. This is our first show of the video. It's a Friday. We're rounding off 2010 in game with Road to wrestle-fever, Potentials, and then wrestle-fever. Tonight's main event is a 15-woman Mayhem Battle Royal to determine the number one contender to the Eve title at wrestle-fever. We kick off with this technical masterclass match, because we have to have one, between Brittany Knight and Eden Black. Brittany Knight beating Eden Black in about that superb wrestling and good heat. Brittany Knight defeated Eden Black in 1755, defends 3 of the Eve title. We kick off the show, we open hot. Here's what is the issue tonight. We are running on the same night as All Star again, which means we didn't have our road agents, which means Saraya Knight is road agent everything except the match she is in, which is the main event, which has been road agents by myself, my character Dan Reed. So we kick off here. No, we got another match, sorry. Just a tag match, a bunch of tag matches on tonight as well. Blue Nikita and Wesley Busick in a decent match defeated the Owens twins. And he set them up as a tag team. In 15 minutes 26 from Blue Nikita pinned Casey Owens with the code BLUE. Then we get... I meant pants. I meant to put Saraya Knight on this, but I put Blue Nikita on it, which is why I got 41. Saraya Knight got a promo saying she will get that title shot. As he's saying that, like, she's going to win the Battle Royal and go on for the title shot at wrestle-fever. 137 people. It's good. Sean and Jenny Shadeen defeat April O'Neil Turtles. In a decent match, Sean and Jenny Shadeen defeat Rhea O'Reilly and Addie Starr in 17 minutes 33 when Jenny Shadeen pinned Addie Starr. The European Empire looking dominant. I'm actually managing it. European Empire looking dominant gets 26. Jenny Shadeen gets a 36. Addie Starr gets a 38. Yes. Then we get a 3-way steal the show match. It was set to steal the show. And Aisha, I didn't set a winner. I clearly forgot to set the alpha female to win this. And Aisha Ray, well done, picks up the win when she submitted the alpha female. Just random results. Then we get a promo from Jetta. Jetta improvised well. It's promising that she'll get that title shot before she defends. About the good wrestling, decent reaction in the crowd. Jetta defeat Erin Angel by submission with a Japanese stranglehold. Defense number 1 of the Potentials title. Jetta gets a 41, Angel gets a 31. They have pretty good chemistry. That's good to know. It's been a little while since I recorded these episodes. Like, it's been a week. So, I may have already known that. Main events gets a 39. Not bad at all. I thought this would be worse. But Saraya Knight wins the 15-man Mayhem. The final elimination was Eden Black. Eden Black got the most eliminations over the course of the match. The other names of the final 4 were Shayna and Janie B doing really well. Then we get the square off. Come face to face in the ring. The event gets a 40. No need to make a speech. It wasn't that good a show. But we're up to, we got a 40. We'll see how that ranks with our other shows. Anything interesting going on here? What happened on Velocity? Vicky James attacked Kate Lee Burchill. Very good. Now, I mean, it's up there, right? It was decent. Our best show's a 45. I'll try and remember that. 16. I'm hoping that this month will be enough to push us up and make us. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check availability. We're fine. Everyone's here for potentials and wrestle-fever. It's good. It's good. Right. See you in a second for Eve potentials. Okay, we continue our finishing up 2010 episode with 210 people at the Sheppey Leisure Centre, because this is the show Potentials in the One we give away free tickets to, so a bigger attendance. April Davids beats Janie B by pinfall with a running Yakuza kick in a technical masterclass. It's a decent match. There's nothing more to say about it, really. Somebody in the chat, I'm terribly sorry, I should have looked up the name beforehand, suggested Girlus, so the Gallus as a potential name, so we've gone with it, and they lost tonight to the European Empire. No, they didn't. Oh, come on. I was sure Girlus win. They win their match. To be fair, Kaylee Ray got 33, and she was the best performer in the match, so I don't mind that. Right, contract signing time. The table in the ring, out comes Saraya Knight, out comes Brittany Knight with the title. She puts it down, and Brittany's all like, look, it's a huge event coming up, and I couldn't be happier that on that event I am defending my title against my mum. Somebody I respect, somebody I look up to, somebody who I wouldn't be here without, literally, or in terms of wrestling. I wouldn't have this career without her. I wouldn't have life without her. And I am so happy that in this company that respects women, that pushes women's wrestling, is all and is a beacon of hope for the wrestling industry, that you and I are going to main event this show, and we're going to have a great match. And she signs the contract, and Saraya Knight looks and goes like, he just signs the contract, and she goes, I have watched you progress as a person and as a wrestler. I have watched you grow, and the fact that you were champion here before me, I'm not going to lie, hurts a little. Does. Should have been me. I should be the one holding that title. And daughter or not, I will do whatever it takes at this event to take that title from you. Because clearly, you holding that title is a sign of disrespect to me. So, at wrestle-fever, I am going to beat you. And there is nothing and nobody in this world who will stop me. And Brittany Knight's really confused, like, what do you mean disrespect? I respect you. Trying to walk away as Brittany looks really confused about what she means. Then we get, I think this is our main of, no, it's not. But in about that great wrestling, Eden Black beats Jenny Shadeen in 1815 by pinfall with a shining black. Eden Black gets a 42, Jenny Shadeen gets a 36. In our main event, it's bad. I gave Aisha Ray this match because she accidentally won the last show, so that will give her a title shot. But Jetta beat her in 4 minutes 52. It's a squash match. Probably a little bit long for a squash match. A forward long blower. Jetta wins to find number 2 of the title. Jetta got a 48. It was far too short. Aisha Ray got 15. It was bad. But the show gets a 24 still. Like, it wasn't a great show. Like, the main event tanked, but hopefully, fingers crossed, that it is still enough. Because ideally, yes, we've risen in size. Now, what that does is it forces us to spend more money, right? So we're going to up. We're now competing with IPW, right? In terms of what we're spending. So now we're spending like 2,000 on production, 2,500 a show on live events. We might go to one show a month now. Semi-pro is 500 because Potentials was growing us, really helping us grow, but it's going to cost us a lot of money. I don't think we're going to afford it. And local 500 per show in terms of fees. But, right? Got 23, so we don't have to worry about. So we've gone up to tiny. We need to get to 35 popularity to small, just building a fan base. But still nobody. Okay, it's time for wrestle-fever in front of 155 people. We get our show opening, the music track, the live band playing. We booked a local band. They play. Emily welcomes us to the show, tells everyone the rules, welcomes to Pro Wrestling Eve. Then we get our opening traditional technical masterclass. Eden Black defeats Addy Starr in 17 minutes 33 by pinfall with a shining black. Afterwards, Eden Black celebrates. Then we get Aaron Angel defeated by Blue Nikita in 18 minutes 16 with a reverse crossbody. Aaron Angel picking up a big win over Blue Nikita. 36 and 34, I'll take that. Then, in about a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling, Casey Owens and Leah Owens defeat Gemma Palmer and Sarah Jones and Shauna and Wesley Busick in 30 minutes 40 in a tag team elimination match. Shauna and Busick have no chemistry as tag team partners. That won't have helped it. That'll have hurt the match. Then we get our rematch. Rhea O'Reilly getting beat by Jetta in a decent match. Defends 3 of Rhea Potential's title. Jetta getting a 44. Jetta celebrating, gets 27. These angles aren't great. But again, better than we have to be because we're still 17 popularity. In a 30-minute Ultimate Submission match, which is better than I thought it might. Jenny Shadeen defeats April Davis by 3 falls to 2. Shadeen getting a 37, Davis getting a 28. Both dragged in the middle. I knew it would drag in the middle. And the main event gets a 48. Brittany Knight defeats Ryan Knight in 40 minutes 32 by submission. Brittany Knight makes defense number 4 of her title. Brittany gets a 50. Ryan Knight gets a 44. The storylines gain heat. After the match, our best angle. After the match, Britannia Knight. She's very proud of being rich. Brittany Knight tries to give him a hug, but Saraya Knight puts her hand in her face, pulls her hand back, and slaps her, and leaves. A 43. Not our best show, but a good show.